And the fairy tale revealed. Now, fairy tale, the Alvarez Empire arc is the current arc that we are in, and this looks like it could be one of the final arcs of fairy tale, if not the final arc. But how will fairy tale end? There's a lot of different speculation on how it can end. One of the biggest ones is that Natsu could die at the end of the series, leaving Lucy and the rest of the guild, because we know that if Zeref dies, Natsu dies too. So one of the final moments could be Natsu killing off Zeref, and then Zeref, basically those two going off and dying together. I think that would be a cool ending, but I don't know if Hiromashima will go that route, because that would just be way too sad. And we know that Hiromashima, he wants to have a happy ending to the story. Another route is a good happy ending, you know, everybody just surviving, the typical ending of a story, having Natsu, all of them just having a family together, just chilling, you know, we get to see all their kids. I think that would be a cool way to end it, because it will give the characters that we've seen for so long just grow up. It'll give them closure. We'll see people like Romeo and Wendy like leading the guild, going out doing missions. I think that would be amazing. It'll be cool. So that's also a cool alternate ending that I wouldn't mind. Another one is, this one would kind of going on, like, it would kind of go on the, I guess you could say, the tragic side of the ending, but it could end with a fairy tale war, a war between the guild. And I'm not saying it's going to be a full out, like, blown out war like the Alvarez Empire arc is, but it could be Natsu and people who are on his side versus Gray and the people who are on his side. We know that Natsu is E.N.D, and once he finally reveals that he's E.N.D, I think it's going to cause a shift in the guild. There are going to be people who are on Natsu's side, and there are going to be people who are on Gray's side, and I think that those people, they're just going to go at it, they're going to fight. And I think that in the end, once like the guild's all destroyed and once everybody's like knocked out, I think it's going to come down to either Natsu letting Gray slay him, because Gray, his final motive is to slay E.N.D, or Natsu and Gray just making up and like moving on and bettering the guild. If Natsu does, I doubt that Natsu's gonna let Gray kill him, because he's not that type of person, but I think that'll be a cool way to end the series off. Another one, which is my favorite, one of my favorites, as a matter of fact, it is my favorite, Natsu and Zeref versus God Ankh-Saram. Now, this would only have to occur if Zeref does get forgiven by Natsu and the rest of the guild mates. I mean, Zeref, he could use the excuse that he has a split personality, and maybe she could vouch for Zeref and say, you know what, deep down, he is a nice person, because they already know about the love story between those two. So what if Zeref actually does like get redeemed, and what if Natsu and Zeref actually go off and try to fight God Ankh-Saram? That would be amazing. That would be cool. That would be dope. Two brothers is going off fighting up against a god. At this point in the series, I think that Natsu or Zeref, they would have the power of Fairy Heart, because they're going to need an infinite source of magic to fight up against a god. So overall, if I had to pick from all those scenarios, I think that the second one would be the most logical, because Hiromashima wants to have a happy ending, and that's the most happiest out of all of them. Granted, I think that either Natsu dying or the Zeref and Natsu versus God Ankh-Saram would be the best, but in reality, I do think that it will be the second one, just a big happy ending. But what do you guys think? What would you guys want for Fairy Tail ending to be? And out of all the scenarios that I named, what was your favorite? Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.